there's something that I've almost always done subconsciously to practice gratitude without realizing I did it. And it's also turned into what I realized to be a motivator for me to accomplish some things I don't really want to do. A perfect example of this is reminding myself that everything's temporary in almost the worst kind of way. Like, for example, I'm walking Jake right now. Super cold. Didn't really feel like walking Jake right now. But I started thinking about the fact that, like, he's getting older. Like, he's getting up there in age. And there'll become a point where all I want is one more walk with him. And that's going to be a hard day. That's going to be a rough time. And do I want that day? And I don't know when that could happen. That could be tomorrow. That could be 2 days from now. That could be a year from now. The longer the better, of course. But I just kind of remind myself that, like, this time I have with him, this time with anything is temporary. And there will come a point where something is the last of whatever that is. So a lot of times it makes me really appreciate, in this example, like Jake being with me. Like, I know my time with him is temporary, so I want to cherish all of those moments. So I kind of put myself in the mindset of, like, how I'll feel when that time comes. Almost like pre-living the situation to make me appreciate that it's not here yet even more. It helps me keep in mind that things that we have and things that I have can be gone tomorrow, and I should really cherish them now, because that's the only thing I'm guaranteed. It's like, in this very moment, Jake is with me. That's it. In this very moment, I can walk. In this very moment, I can do things that easily can be taken for granted because they just become part of the daily routine. But one day they won't be. And that day could happen in a blink of an eye. And when that happens, I know that all I'm going to want is to have that back. So it helps me kind of reframe my thinking to how much things matter, and really matter now. Like, the future is important to work towards, but in the in the mass of it all, like, the future is unpredictable. There's no guarantee for it. So yes, it needs some thought, needs some preparation, but the now is what really dictates what happens in the future, and the now is the only thing that I really have to appreciate and focus on, and it's the only thing, like, that's really worth paying attention to. So that's just kind of what was top of mind. It helps me stay grateful and appreciate things more. The more I think about the fact that everything is temporary, the more I realize I need to give everything that actually matters in my life the utmost attention and respect. And sometimes that means, like today, going on a walk I didn't really want to go on. That's really just what was top of mind today. It's both uplifting and depressing all at the same time, but I think it's a good message and something to keep in mind, and cherish everything as much as we can.